Annie never uses her hands to open doors. Whenever she touches anything, she has to wash her hands right away, but then her hands get dirty again when she turns off the faucet, forcing her to wash them all over. Her germaphobia has totally ruined her life, so Annie finally decides to see a doctor. When she walks into the clinic, she finds it full of people with OCD. The most severe case is Jack, who has compulsive swearing disorder. He blurts out profanities anywhere, anytime, and the more nervous he gets, the worse it gets. Because of this, he can only work from home raising parrots. But Jack's parrots always get returned since all they do is curse at people. Even more odd is his obsession with symmetry, adjusting his glasses, checking his watch. Everything has to be perfectly symmetrical. He never steps on cracks when walking and carries a bag everywhere to lay down over spots he can't cross. In comparison, Lisa's problem isn't as bad. She has verbal repetition compulsion and has to repeat everything twice. All these OCD patients have appointments scheduled for 4:30 p.m., but that's when the nurse tells them the doctor's flight has been delayed. Hearing this devastating news, their compulsions get even worse. While waiting for the doctor, Nick, who has a fear of stepping on cracks, suddenly suggests they help each other since the doctor isn't coming. So they decide to try group therapy. First up is Jack with his swearing compulsion. He needs to go 3 minutes without cursing, but the more anxious he gets, the worse his symptoms become. And when he has an episode, Lisa's condition flares up too. Just when everyone thinks they'll fail, they suddenly notice Jack has stopped swearing. He's replacing curse words with fish names. Next is Annie. They take her to a toilet that's been used by thousands of people to cure her germaphobia, deciding to make her face her worst fear by challenging her to resist washing her hands for 5 minutes. Annie finally works up the courage, reaches toward the toilet, and with everyone's encouragement, she successfully overcomes her fear and lasts the full 5 minutes. Third is Nick. They deliberately lead him to a striped carpet and suddenly push him toward it. But agile Nick dodges every crack perfectly, so they blindfold him and make him step right on the cracks. And when they take off the blindfold, he realizes stepping on cracks isn't that terrifying after all. The most amazing transformation is Lisa's. By focusing on helping others, she's distracted from her own compulsion and doesn't repeat a single sentence the entire time. Before leaving, they create a support group chat and decide to meet monthly for group therapy sessions. After watching everyone leave, Jack returns to the psychology clinic. It turns out he's the psychologist. He deliberately arranged this therapy session, hoping to heal himself while healing others.